I was pretty excited about this one, so I thought I'd just go straight into it. We're running the RX-7 against the RX-8, both with the four-rotor engine swaps. So as you can see, there's, I mean, what is that, like hardly any points. We're talking freaking almost no difference in performance points. So it's currently the weight is the big thing I'm seeing. So I have both of the suspension set up. You can't really lower the RX-8 that much because you start running into binding. So I just stiffened up the front sway bar to a 5, have the rear at a 4. Similar with the RX-7, it's a 5 at the front and a 4 at the back. Just kind of keeps them a little softer in the rear end so they don't whip on you so hard. But yeah, just 20 points between the two of them. I just ran them both on the, what track is this? Autopolis? I don't even know if that's how you say it. Doesn't matter. But they actually ran extremely similar. So let's take them out and I'll show you what we're talking about here. These are both running wide-body kits. They're both wide offset tires and wide tires, or wheels. They're both running identical option lists. I put roll cages in both of them as well. I don't usually mess with the roll cage. Honestly, I just forget about it. I don't know if that actually adds to the rigidity of the car. If it does, I think that would benefit the RX-7 more than the RX-8. The RX-7 is a very lightweight chassis and it's kind of on the edge of fragile. The RX-7 kind of has a feel of being, and this is just mainly with the view, I think, but you feel like it's a wide car and you feel like it's low, and it is. The RX-8, you have a tendency to feel like it's a taller car and a little bit more narrow, which again, that may actually be the case, so it's not strange that it feels that way. But the main difference that I'm noticing between the two is it feels to me like the RX-7 almost feels like a track weapon. Like it's very precise, it's very fast, and you're usually trying to keep it under control because it gets a little bit more twitchy. Like you saw how it was kind of aggressive there when the back end started to let go. So I think this particular car, I mean, if you're going through for the aesthetics, the RX-7 has a lot of character. It's one of the most beautiful cars ever made. But I think this one, in terms of feel, would go more towards somebody that's looking for that precision track weapon. more laps. This is about what I was doing before, 154s and 150s. And you'll see when we jump into the RX-8, it's just as fast, it's just as quick. But the difference is going to be the way you get that power. Like that car lets you kind of step out a little further. I think the transition into sliding is a little smoother in that car, whereas this thing just twitches and then it kind of bites you. That car just flows into it. Don't have to worry about bent valves in a rotary. The 150. So we'll see on RX-8. This is a fun. These two are fun. Oh man, like comparing them, they're neck and neck. There is not a large margin between them. Let's see what our total time is, because that's gonna make me curious too. 5:36. Let's actually, I'm going to take that down real quick. Let's hope this stores. 5:36, 4:11. All right. I pulled a faster lap on the when I was testing these two just a minute ago with the RX-8. So let's see if it can do that again. Again, this car is a little bit heavier. The performance points are down a little bit, but you got so much power that the weight really isn't a penalty. It almost helps stabilize the car. Again, you really, I tried lowering it and it just, the car started binding and was out of control. You see that? I mean, you probably can't see that, but that's, the RX-8 starts stepping out real soft. You feel it in your shoulders, and it's just, If you're not looking for a precision drive, look at that. Look how soft that bite, or that steps out. It's so good. If you're more of a, a flare type driver and you want like some sort of drifting aspect to the game, this is probably the better car for you. Honestly, I mean, the RX-8 doesn't look as good as the RX-7. It just doesn't. It's not quite there. But it's really grown on me, at least in terms of styling. I think you got that drift and you just hold on to it. And I don't drift. I mean, this car isn't set up for drifting. It's not. It's just very forgiving. And I'm having a conversation during that. With the RX-7, if that back end starts coming out, you're getting slapped. Oh man, 152 on the first lap. Such a fast car. Oh man, this car is so good. And you can bring your friends. It's a 4-seater. The RX-7, you're fighting to keep it in line because you know when it snaps, it snaps. So this thing is just so much more playful. It's so much more willing to just feel like a driving god. When you go into the corner hot, it's got a slight push on it. And it's happy to let the back end come out for you. We're not beating it on the lap time, but I think we beat it overall. And I had a 149 in this car when I was first just playing with it to see if it was at all right. So there we are, 135, 267. We were at 136, 411 in the RX-7. So it is. It's not a game changer either way on which one you want to choose. I mean, the RX-7, I think most people are going to go that way, but do not shy away from the RX-8. I mean, look how good this thing looks. I think this is the better option for it, honestly. I think the chassis is stronger. I think the weight penalty you get is negligible. It might even be a benefit. It might balance the car better because the car feels so balanced. It feels so good. And like I said, I don't drift, but this car I can kind of drift. I mean, I'm not looking like a superstar or anything, but it makes you feel like a better driver than you are. That and the performance points. I mean, I don't have to do any adjustments, so this will be with the 800. And with having less points, 20 less points, I was able to go faster than the RX-7. And maybe on the next run, the RX-7 wins overall, but I don't know. I feel like this car is, I feel like it gets a bad rap because it had a bad motor. But yeah, that's the one I would lean towards. And if you're more, and I am more on the precision driving side, so I still would lean towards the RX-8 because it lets me play outside of what I'm used to, outside of what I usually try for. So it's a good car either way. Either way, if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. And either way, I hope you enjoyed it and have a great night.